How we doing, guys? Sunday afternoon. My videos are pretty far behind. I got more footage than I have days to post videos, and I didn't want to post more than one video a day for right now. So this update's a little bit different than my last update. You can see down there about where we got with the corn. I don't know, like I said, there might be 20 acres left to go. Should get at it Monday. Like I say, it's Sunday, and there's very few farmers around here that work on Sunday, me included. So, and it rained Saturday all day long, and Sunday it rained in the morning, and it's been windy all day, but the sun did come out. So I'm just looking over at some of these beans, see about where we're gonna be at. There's quite a few beans there. They didn't go down. Two non-farmers, all the farmers pretty well know this, but to give you a good indication of how the beans are drying down, basically just take them out of the pod. I'm doing this one-handed here, so bear with me. So there you got your 3 beans in that pod, and you just take one and put it in your mouth and see how hard it is. And they're soft. So they definitely need sunshine before they can get taken off. I don't think we'll have issues with the stalks. They're pretty well dried out. A couple frosts that they went through already. And like I say, they got all my beans and all my neighbors' beans, so they got a ways to cut. They got a lot of cutting to do, but I think it's a 30-foot flex head. We'll see when they get here. I'm pretty sure, because he said they were going to have to bring it on the header cart. And if you look up on the hill up there, that there from here you can't really tell, but that's about 25-30 acres. That's my neighbor's. He was going to rent that to me one year. There's a funny story behind that too. That's only accessible clunking over those railroad tracks, and that's where he had the combine get hung up, and when the train hit it. I found out too that Ford 9000, I had showed you that the drop axles were taken off, and I wasn't sure why. Well, I can tell you why now. That got hung up on the train tracks too, and the drop axle got hung up on the train tracks, and it was stuck there, and they got it off just in time before the train came, so we almost had a second catastrophe in the exact same spot. I don't know. I would probably try to find another spot to cross the tracks. They're going up through the woods, and it's not a train crossing to get over. They're going over the full rail. So if ever he does rent me that place up there, I'd like to get it just because it's not very far away. Right up in there. And then it's hard to see, but that starts up in the woods there and goes all the way down, all the way out through there. Like I say, it's about 30 acres, so it'd be worthwhile. So I don't know. Like I say, I'd like to rent the whole farm over there where my neighbor is. It's close to 200 acres or so that he's farming, I think. I could be wrong, but it's got to be close to that. I have to go on farm logs and get the acreages. So as far as the corn yields, I got a little bit more information now. Right now, I'd say we're averaging 150 on the whole farm. Like I said, we did 244 in that bottomland sod, that new sod, and was real happy with the yields down there. But up here, it really is dragging the yields down. I'll tell you when we're finished what it is, because we're weighing every single truckload, and I have the total acreages from the corn planter monitor, and farm logs was that close to what the actual acreages were off of the planter monitor that whatever software they're using, you can really determine your acreages, or your total amount of acres. It was within half an acre in most places. So I don't know what the beans are going to yield. My neighbor did 60, and I don't think we'll do quite 60 here. What I'm hoping for is 50 bushel to the acre. Some places I'm sure it'll be down to 45. So yeah, we're just checking on things here this Sunday. Like I said, it was pretty windy last night. We were under a wind advisory again. I was just checking on the corn. Doesn't look like any of it blew down. Where it's really going to kill my yield is that area on that side there. That's where we had that real poor soil, and I had just terrible emergence. I tried to fertilize it as best I could. It just never got going. The lime, when they come to spread lime, I'm hoping to get it done when the ground's a little bit harder, so we don't get tracks with no-till and compaction. But when they come with the lime, that's going to be the first spot, and I'm going to see if I can't get some potassium, potash, and get that spread on. I don't have a pull type fertilizer spreader. A lot of my neighbors do, but I think I'm just gonna put it on with the funnel spreader. I have one of those over at my dad's yet, so we'll just have to figure out how we're gonna do that. Like I said, being a small farmer, you don't get the buying things in bulk doesn't always work in your favor, but I'll get out here. I want to show you this leveling system, because right now it's sitting level. It's just amazing to me. Some of you guys that have these machines, you know all about it, but it's pretty neat. And I'll just let my truck run. The batteries are very weak in that truck. I'm going to be getting new batteries to put in, so I'm not wasting fuel. I want to charge it up. So there you see it. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. See how the machine is leveled right now, and we're on a slope here. It got rained on pretty good. I don't know how much rain we got, but we got pretty much on Saturday. So everything kind of turned to mud. Yeah, it's all wet and muddy. I should have, I didn't think of it. Friday when he was done, I should have came up with the leaf blower and blew it off for him. But oh, and I can see in there where the head levels, there's like a track. Looks like that it follows where it levels. There's some corn. We'll put that back in the head. So yeah, this leveling system's pretty amazing. I don't know, I was really liking this and how nice it was going along the hill and staying level, and not wasting corn. I was looking at some 6620 side hill John Deeres, and the thing I didn't like about them was the amount of belts and pulleys and chains, and I know conventional combines you get a lot more of that. I was just looking at it compared to like a Massey. Now the Massey 750 and 850, I think there's a lot less belts on them the way it looks than a 6620. I could be wrong. I haven't seen a 6620 up close. I was just looking at pictures, but it seems like there's a lot more sprockets and pulleys and mechanisms, and seem like they might be a little bit of a pain to maintain, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I hear water dripping here now. Yeah, we got water dripping out of the bin, so it's got to dry off a little bit. So yeah, that rain kind of turned everything to mud. There's a... I didn't see this the other day. There's like a control box here. Oh, these are the lights for inside the machine. That's pretty neat. Looks like some other different controls. I don't know, I would like to get a rotary and a side hill. So I wouldn't be able to afford this machine. There, I can see it here a little bit better. Look at the size of the air filter on that thing. The auger's almost too long on this thing. Down in the other field, we're having trouble getting into the truck. So we got some corn here. Throw that back into the header here while I'm standing here. So yeah, we should be able to finish either tomorrow or Tuesday. Now we got Thanksgiving Day mixed in there. We're probably not going to get nothing done on Thanksgiving. But should be able to finish up the corn within the next 2 days. And like I say, Tuesday we got a day that's sunny and warm and breezy, so hopefully we can get at the beans. So I'm got a few bags of rye coming right on the crest of this hill out here. I want to spread some rye. I know it's kind of late, but they had told me that it's not so much above ground with no-till, it's what's going on below ground. And as long as it gets its roots established this winter, you shouldn't have any issues. By the spring it'll turn nice and green. So it gets kind of steep down through there. That's where the hard hill is, and it follows that video I made on the hillside haymaking, that steep hayfield right there. It kind of follows up into here that it gets steep. So that's about the worst spot. The rest of it's pretty nice and level. So yeah, I don't know much about 6620 combines or side hills. If you guys have seen them. There's a cob. Throw that back in the head. Missed a couple here or there. Yeah, there's one. So, alright guys, I guess that's about it for this video. Just want to give you a quick update where I'm at. And like I say, my videos are behind. I have a lot of footage coming, so stay tuned. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too. But anyway, thanks for watching. One last clip, guys. I'm zoomed all the way in here. That black spot right there, I just had the binoculars. There's a small bear right there. I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but it's right there, that black spot. I always have binoculars in my pickup truck, and was able to see. He's just sitting there. It looks like he's watching me. I imagine if I get closer to him, he's probably going to run away, but it's just up behind my house. Bear season had started Saturday, so this is why a lot of hunters don't, or farmers don't go hunting. What's the point? You're in the tractor, you see probably 50, 60 deer, and you can shoot them for deer damage on occasion. But yeah, he's just sitting there looking at me. So, like I said, I don't know if you can see it. I'm not really seeing it on my camera, but right there. So I'm gonna drive around and see if I can't chase him away from our house. So I'll see if I can't get more footage.